All set? Once I was asked to go to a speech for the cartoonist. Uh, they do the cartoons for newspapers, comedy, I guess, wherever. But it was a meeting of them. I was pleased and honored by it because cartoonists, are really individualistic people of all kinds, varied. In order to do what they do, they have to be original and creative practically every day with a new image. So I was really thrilled about getting this done. So I got down to Florida to do this, and I sit next to Joe Paterno, the coach of Penn State, who later was infamous or famous for football there, and the scandal that occurred and how it was handled and all that. But anyway, he was a really nice guy. He really knew about amnesty, so we had a long talk about it, and had a nice ride with him down to Florida. And so I get to the cartoonist meeting, and their cartoons are spread throughout the lobby for me to look at. So this one from Detroit paper, this one from the LA paper, this one from all over. There's probably maybe 20 of them or 30 of them. I don't know. There wasn't a large group of people, but I was thrilled and honored to meet them and to watch them and see what they did. And they had a lot to do with human rights because that's a lot of their cartoons are about. So it was important to me I felt, to be there and give a good talk. So I think the first guy that spoke in front of me, there's little dies made of wood that held the mic. And I think his name was Booth. He did the long-nosed woman and the long-nosed dog in the New Yorker magazine. I think that was him. And so I was honored to follow him, and I'd be next. So he does this whole speech. He shows stuff on the side, pictures of his cartoons, explains them. It's a beautiful presentation of a very good artist who was very articulate. It was beautiful, really, presentation. And so at the very end of his talk, he bends down off the floor and picks up a saw and a hammer. And I'm wondering, wonder what he's going to do with that. So he starts sawing the podium. And then he starts hammering the dies as well. It's splintering and wood, shavings and stuff. This was like, and of course the cartoonists loved this for the end of the speech. They loved it. They thought it was tremendous. So he got a standing ovation of about 20 or 30 people. So I'm next, and I've followed a lot of famous people, but nothing like this. This is truly great. I congratulate every one of you for being so individualistic that you create what you do, because we need your help. And I don't have a speech for you tonight. And, I want to say that's my speech, is I don't have a speech. I want you to clap like you're happy. And they all started standing up and clapping. And we ended up, it was a wonderful experience for me. I think my no speech did more good for them than if I'd have given a speech. So that's it. End of that story. Is that crazy or what?
I can hear you. The sound. Those
Yeah.
birds?
Yeah, it's awful. Another cricket.